Let me go to OBS. Okay. Slow mode is on. Okay. That is YouTube chat. I want. Where's the chat box? In OBS. That's not it. Okay. Well, I'll have to figure out how to bring that up later. Okay. Shows I'm streaming. Okay, Amy said, sounds good. So she should be checking in. I don't see. Okay. This shows I am live on YouTube. It's set to public. I don't see any comments. Let me see what happens when I type. Okay. Posted my comment. Okay. I just typed that message to Amy. Virtual camera studio mode settings. I should have a chat box. I'll have to figure that out. Show it. No. Okay. Oh, I was wondering what that sound was. Okay, there she is. So YouTube works. There's about a 5-second delay. I'm watching YouTube, but there's like a millisecond delay in OBS, the broadcasting software. So I can go between both screens. There's supposed to be a chat box also in OBS. So I'm monitoring myself. I'm hearing myself in these speakers. I can't listen to that. I'm trying to find out how to open up the chat box in OBS. It's supposed to show the chat as well. YouTube has about a 5-second delay. So I'm back on YouTube where I can see myself. It's delayed, but I can see your comments. And I set them to like 1 second, like we have before. So your comment should come in real time. Okay, and then just came in. So I know you're getting this in real time. I'm just trying to figure out, I want to see that chat box in OBS just to verify that it works. Yes, they're posting quickly. Okay, good. Well, I think I can figure out the chat feature later. Oh no, copy. I'm just trying to see. Oh, I'm in YouTube. Okay, back in OBS. Let me look at settings. Maybe I was supposed to set up appearances, advanced video stream. I set up everything here. Video appearance, theme style default. Okay. Video recording, stream delay. Okay, I'm looking for options. You're on your laptop. Okay. I'm back in OBS. I'm just trying to find the chat feature that popped up in the YouTube videos I was watching. I just wanted to see if that works here in OBS. I'll have to go find it. So the main thing is, oh, there's Z. Hey, we're doing a test run, but I had to set it to public. So here's what's up. I've got two things going on. I downloaded that OBS software. So that's what I can broadcast through my laptop. And I'm doing that right now. So that's why it looks different. I spent a couple hours this afternoon going through YouTube videos on how to set up the audio for this microphone through OBS. And I did 3 or 4 maybe test runs. So I'm watching in OBS and I also have YouTube up behind it. So my levels are like spot right where they're supposed to be, from green into the yellow just before the red. And I use compression and EQ and all kinds of stuff to get this audio tuned in. And I was very happy with it on the playback. So if you guys can verify, does this audio sound good? I really loved how it sounded on the playback. I did my last test run playing guitar with it, and the guitar is clipping because I don't have another microphone set up for that, but that's okay. When I get that Scarlett interface, I can plug basically just what I'm doing over here on my my iMac. It'll have inputs for vocals and a guitar mic, and then I can run it into the laptop. But I'm not going to buy that yet. I just wanted to verify that the software works. So it took a couple hours for me to get it dialed in. There is a delay running this software into YouTube. They have to connect. So there's about a 5-second delay on the YouTube screen. When I broadcast you guys on my iMac, there's like a millisecond delay. It's pretty much real time, which is, I'm running this in OBS. I'm using their video, and it's the same. It's like a millisecond, barely delay in the audio. So I like this. I just can't find there's a chat feature for OBS too that didn't load for some reason. And I wasn't thinking about it in my test runs because I was doing them just private by myself. But I still have YouTube going over here to the side so I can see all your comments. They're probably a couple seconds delay, but not much. Z's on top of things. Huh. Okay, let me get caught up on your comments. Amy's on her laptop. Sounds good on the laptop. We'll go back to the phone too. Z says audio is good. So it should sound more like podcast audio. I watched several YouTube videos and went in and just set mine according to their recommendations for a good sound. And I've got my meter in OBS going here, and I am just on the high side of the yellow, not into the red, which is like the perfect band as far as audio sound. But I've got all those effects on the mic. Hopefully it sounded great after I went and watched the videos on YouTube. I really loved the audio, but I was only broadcasting to myself. Z said audio's good. Amy says phone sounds good too. Wow. And sounds high quality. Yeah, I really was happy with the vocal quality of the mic once I got all the processing done. Audio on your last show was great. Yes. The audio for the guitar and vocals, I turned the audio up for the vocals a little bit, as I mentioned, because I watched the playback on, what day is it? I watched the playback on Friday, and it sounded like my vocal audio was just a little low. So I turned that up, and then on Sunday, I watched the little bit of the repeat, and it sounded like they were really balanced. So I'm not touching any of those settings. Yeah, so I think we got it dialed in. So this verifies that. So yeah, to run this through my laptop, I had to have that OBS software, like I mentioned, and that'll allow me to hook up an interface. So that Scarlett interface, so I can plug guitar and vocals into two separate mics like I'm doing on my iMac. But I wanted to verify, first of all, that this worked on a public stream. And I wish I could see the chat box here, but I'm watching my OBS screen, which is in real time minus about a millisecond. And I've got that over my YouTube, which is about 5 seconds delayed, but that allows me to see your comments. So I'll have to figure out how to view the OBS comments because they're in real time. I mean, we're only talking like a 5-second delay, but I want to be able to see those. So I have to go back and figure those out. So at least I'm able to see your comments right now on this test. So YouTube is like about a millisecond delay normal, but with this other software, it's a little bit delayed getting to YouTube, but that's okay. I don't know if you're seeing a delay or not. I have no way to tell. You're probably actually seeing it delayed for 4 to 5 seconds on YouTube, just like I am. But it's almost like 1 millisecond running this through OBS, so it's real time. And I can see my volume meter for vocals and all that stuff here. I know there's no way to tell if it's delayed on your end or not, because you're just seeing it as it streams through. It probably is a couple seconds delayed, though. It is on my end because it has to run through this software first before it goes to YouTube. And that's perfectly fine. The main thing is that I'm able to see your guys' comments. Great. Yeah. So I just used the basic settings they recommended. I'm running at 60 frames per second, which is basically full video. I did some audio processing on the microphone and got that all set up. Very happy with that. And I can hear the audio here. It's about a millisecond delay, but I don't need the headphones. So we get the mic working. I can see your chats on YouTube, and I'm monitoring the real-time screen through my OBS software. So it's all running good. So what will happen, I'm still going to be going through my iMac like normal with my big Sapphire interface. So when I get to Scarlett, the small interface with just 2 inputs for vocal and guitar, I'll be running that through my laptop like I am now, and that's how I'll be going live. But then I'll be connecting my laptop up to my iMac because it's a 27-inch screen, and then I can monitor. And I actually see the comments here, but I've been looking at floor stands for laptops, and what I found was a projector, like a visual projector stands that go from like 3 feet to 6 feet. So I'll be able to set my laptop on that right next to my iMac and then broadcast through here, but watch it on my iMac because it's 27 inches. So let me see if I can. Oh, I'll show you. Because I can't do this. I can't do this with my big iMac. So this is what, turn this on. This is what I'm actually broadcasting and showing you and seeing you through on my normal broadcast. And I just moved my iMac off, but you can see that black interface below my iMac. That's the Sapphire interface. You can see the plugs, I think. I can't see. So that's what everything's plugged into when I broadcast normal. So you can see how big that screen is. It's not sitting there. It's sitting back where. That's what it sits on top of normally, that plastic thing. That's what I had this sitting on. And then my microphone. And here's my regular computer. I've got Facebook up. Amy, that was our chat. Oh, and look at there's a YouTube comment up top. It says, on laptop now, Groovy Dancer 9. So it gives me a message on YouTube. Oh, and I've showed you guys this before, I think, but yeah, so here's the rest of my space. I've got a big 7-foot beanbag. I don't spend enough time on that. And it's not turned on now, but you can see my on air and my salt lamp. So this is the corner where I go live from. I pull the guitars out and I'm sitting right there. That's the background. I hope this isn't making you guys dizzy. Yeah, so that's where I go live from, that background, and I'm broadcasting into my beautiful 27-inch iMac that Apple says is obsolete, but I still love it. So I'm going to get a stand. Oh, I hope you can hear me. I forgot I'm going through the microphone. I'm going to get a stand to set up next to this and set my laptop on top of it. Oh, let me get back so I can see comments and stuff. Okay. I hope you're able to hear me. I forgot I moved away from the mic. So that's a good test. We'll see how well that mic picked up. Oh, these are killing me. Amy said the audio on the last show, right? Not sure about a delay. I know. I don't. There probably is, but you wouldn't be able to tell. Sounds and look good. How far away from the mic are you? Yeah, so that's it right here. You know, like 8 or 10 inches normally. Normally, when I sing, I'm pretty close. So this is about the distance. You guys can see it a little bit when I'm broadcasting, when I'm playing, it's kind of in the frame a little, and it's a little bit further away from this one. She said, cool. Amy said, holy high tech. Bruce Wayne. I know. This is like my own little bat cave. My den. I think I may have posted one comment on the wrong video. Oh, I don't know. I think that was, your comment was on laptop now. Yeah, it was on this. Yeah, because it came up here. It doesn't show every comment that comes through. I don't know why, but that might have been your very first comment. I think that was it. It just showed that. Behind the scenes, Z says, we could hear you the whole time. Oh, good. It faded a bit. Was it good? I forgot I moved away from the microphone. So you can hear me fine. This is good. We see it flashing green. Yeah. If you mute it. I said you can't hear any audio. So then it goes red. So the only thing I didn't show you, I think, was my rug. I forgot how big this rug is, but I love this thing. It's huge. So that, yeah, so that goes under my desk. So that's my main desk, is that it's an L-shaped desk. So that's my main computer. And I've got this big, beautiful area rug. Oh, I just knocked that stack of papers off. But I was turning around. And you can see how those ceilings are they slope. So on that side, that's probably 11 feet. And then you can see that you can follow the line. It actually slopes down to, it's probably 9 feet right there in that corner. So it kind of slopes down. I've got, as my vision board I made in school. Turned out to be a piece of artwork. Some other stuff, Graceland. And then my friend Chrissy gave me those, where she sold her house. And there's a poster from my favorite movie, Somewhere in Time. And when I released my album Zen, they sent me this. So they framed my CD, put that on there. And there's some stuff for when I left security. They gave me a plaque, and I took that in my two section leader badges and put them on there. When I was playing live in South Carolina, that was the poster that we used, and the lady that owned the restaurant, Saffron, signed it for me. So anyway, yeah, this is my lair. This is where I live, and my two guitars, and that's the vocal mic that I've been using for you all. Oh yeah, there's my Rick Springfield. That's the guitar. Remember that he signed about 1.5 years ago. So that's sitting there. So I've got all kinds of stuff crammed into this space. An error occurred while installing the virtual camera. Oh, I must have hit something. Okay, I didn't want to keep everybody, but I thought while I was here. Just wanted to make sure everything's still running. Z said, okay, that audio is good. Amy says, we see it flashing green. Yeah. Perfect for my setup. It is a great room. I love it. So I had my my home studio. That was my sacred space. That was awesome. So I just had to create sampling here that works. He said, very nice. Yeah, so that's kind of behind the scenes. That's what it looks like. It is secret underground lair. This is my version of the Bat Cave. Oh man, I always go longer than I expected. It has a count. It's got a timer up here on YouTube, 26 minutes. Oh, it's got one. Oh, I just noticed. So OBS has a timer too, and Facebook and YouTube has one. So YouTube's 17, 18, 19, 20 seconds. 26 seconds. So there's a 6-second delay. OBS is going to 36, 37, 38, 39 mark. So OBS was at 40 seconds and YouTube was at 34 seconds. So it's a 6-second delay. You won't notice that on your end, but the only thing that really matters is that it works. So good. Well, thank you both. Thanks for checking in. I'll just delete this after, but I wanted to verify. I got to find out how to access the chat box on OBS. That didn't load. It's probably something in the settings that I didn't set when I was setting it up. That's okay. I've got the chat box right here on YouTube, right behind it, right to the right. So I can see both my main screen on OBS, and then I've got my YouTube running behind it, and your guys' comments are just like they are normally on the right side. All right, Z says, no problem. I will be here tomorrow. I know. Go Spurs. I'm a Western Conference guy. So game 1 tomorrow. So I'll see as much of that as I can. It's okay. I think it starts at, is it 8:30, 5:30 here? So I'll be able to see some of it. I usually just watch the recap on YouTube. I like those first, second quarter, third quarter, and then the full game sometimes. You know, you can see the whole game in 16 minutes or so. But once we get down to the finals, and I do like to follow, if it's Golden State or whoever it is for the Western Conference, Spurs is a great organization. So I'm glad they're back in the finals. So I'll be watching as much of that as I can. And he says, did you get everything checked that you wanted to? Yes. Yes. I will sign off. Thank you both for taking some time out of your evening. Yeah, I had just messaged Amy. I was just going to do like 5 minutes, Z, or 10. Mainly, I wanted to check and see that the audio and video were coming through fine with OBS. The audio settings that I modified to get the best sound I could. And then the chat feature. So, oh, you did see the notification. Yeah, because I had to set it to public rather than sending an email. You can do select people, and it's just like, nah, just go to public and then delete it. So I'm glad you saw it. This was fun. Thank you both for giving me a good test run of this. So we're good for tomorrow night. Back on the iMac. And then when I get ready to get that Scarlett, that Focusrite Scarlett, I'll probably be doing another one of these just to make sure before I transition to that. Plus, I have to get a floor stand to raise the laptop. Then I have to get a specialty cord that will connect the USB-C to the first generation USB. Or, no, it's another FireWire. Yeah, for the iMac. So I got to figure all that out. But at least I know that the software, when I transition, will be on this laptop. And we know that the software works. So thank you so much. Amy switching back and forth. Good. All right, my friends. Thank you. Sure appreciate you. None but love. Have a great rest of your, I don't know what to call this. What is this? Is this Monday? No, it's Tuesday. My days all run together. It's Taco Tuesday. Man, there's a Taco Bell right up the street. I rarely get fast food, junk food. No, I'm not going to get that as much as it's already tasting good. Z says, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you both for doing this. Going to send you something you just looked up. Okay, great. She's probably way ahead of me on the chat thing. I've saw videos with the chat thing, but it popped up immediately when they started to load. So I must have skipped that step. And also there's one other feature. You have to get a key string and it doesn't pop up automatically on this. So I had to go do a YouTube search like it does on most of those all those other videos. And I just had to do a couple extra steps to be able to copy that in and paste it into YouTube. But I always remind myself, these things were designed to work. So whenever I run into what appears to be a wall, it's just direction. I just turn and follow it. So I eventually will figure it out because I'm not a quitter. All right. It says to open the live chat and choose pop out chat. Yeah, so I can't find that chat here on these. Is it under settings? Does it say? Oh, I already went here and tried this. I couldn't find it here. Yeah, I think it has to be when you're setting it up. I'll go find it, but thanks for sending me that. I'll find that. Custom browser doc. Yeah, if any of that makes sense. Yeah, it does. Click the three dots. Move up, move down. So those three dots I think it's different once you're broadcasting. I don't have all those options. You have to set it up first. So I will figure it out, but thank you. I'll take whatever you sent me and I'll click on that. It's a good bat lead. Yeah. So that's YouTube. I have your comments in YouTube. OBS is the broadcasting software, connects to YouTube, but OBS has its own chat features. And that box did not pop up like the other videos show when I first set up to go broadcast live here. So fortunately, the YouTube live chat, I see all your comments on the right. So right now, and it's okay, I won't be using this right away. So when I go back tomorrow night and on until I transition, this will be until I migrate over to the laptop, it'll be on straight through YouTube like normal. So I'll have to do some more bat investigating. All right, my friends, thanks so much. Thanks for staying with me longer than I expected, but at least it worked. Just sent you what I found, send it in a Facebook message. Yes, I see it right behind me. I will go investigate that. All right, friends, thanks. So what I did learn is that when I end the stream here on OBS, it's got a 6-second delay. During my test runs, it cut off the end on YouTube. So I'm going to end this on YouTube. And then we'll end it on OBS. All right. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, however that unfolds. And we'll see y'all tomorrow night. End stream and end.